Awesome. Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome to our Tuesday night women's call where we are talking about just having gold in our hands. I want to welcome you all. I want to thank you for taking the time to come and be with us here and learn about our well-being protocols. So before we go any further, I want to introduce you to my fabulous team, my fabulous, awesome, the foursome of us. First of all, Beth Harbinson is here, and she is with SoBar, doing amazing things with non-alcoholic drinks to give people choices and just uplift and up level that area and everyone actually to be more aware. Marcella Schneider is here, and she's just graduated from marketing, and she's my millennial, and very gifted graphic designer. So she's here, and of course Donna Brown, our amazing mindset coach who does Reiki and gosh, all sorts of wonderful things. She's a wonderful, wonderful coach, and just so grateful for you guys being here. So this is new. This is something I'm just starting to do. I mean, you guys know me as C4 and getting on and doing, networking things and all that stuff. So I'm a little nervous. I'm going to just say it right out there, but I'm really excited and passionate to share this with you because I honestly do feel like I've got gold in my hands. And if anyone here, has done these protocols, whether there's two, whole body reset or the ER shred, you can put it in the chat that you've done it. And, just kind of start thinking about what you hope to gain as you're learning more about this. Give me one quick second because someone's asking for a passcode. I thought it was on the thing, right? It was, Marcella. There we go. All right. So to start off, let's start. Okay, let me start off by sharing my screen. Awesome. Okay, can you guys see? Are you guys seeing the shared screen? Awesome. Okay. So Well Through Wellness, that's I'm one half of that. So I've introduced Donna and Beth and Marcella. So Well Through Wellness, I'm one half of that with my husband Rick. And let's start off with going over the disclaimer. Awesome. So this is just a disclaimer, just kind of saying that, we don't diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any diseases, that, you should definitely consult with your doctor, and also just, our vision, the fact that our vision, like that everybody really deserves to experience a healthy, joyful, and abundant life. Well Through Wellness is about building mindful communities, living better physically and financially. And our sports certification is amazing because it's a very rare distinction where all of our ingredients are exactly what they say they will be, and what they do and as they're labeled. So that's kind of cool as well. Trying to get how to, oops, there we go. So how does it work? This is a lifestyle approach to health and well-being. These protocols are designed to put the control and power into your own hands and not in the hands of any one product, diet, fad, or company. The tools and products and foods we use are there for a purpose and to perform together for a desired result. These products have been clinically tested, peer-reviewed, and trialed, and their results and testimonials really speak for themselves. So guys, it's like I said, and I keep saying it, it's like having gold in our hands, our 2 11-day reset protocols. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into it. Our whole body reset is an 18-year technology created by scientists and nutritionists partnered with the company called Isogenics, who we are partnered with as well. The ER Shred protocol is and that's been around for, like I said, 18 years. The ER Shred protocol is an enhancement and a combination of various multiple technologies brought together just only about 5 months ago. And the kind of cool coincidence is there was a gentleman named Tony Escobar who was 18 years old, 18 years ago, one of the scientists, the nutritionist actually, with the original protocol. And now his son, Sean, and daughter-in-law, Crystal Escobar, are together with Jesse Jamnick doing the ER Shred. So I just want to start by telling you guys the story, okay? So you all know it's been kind of, trying to see all of you guys at once. So as you know, it's been a crazy year, right? We've just had so much going on, not only with, of course, COVID, but everything else. Just, it's been a really crazy year for me. I don't think I need to elaborate on that much at all. Back last February, just as we were getting into lockdown, we were really focusing very much on helping people, get prepared for maybe a plan B or something where they could use their wellness solutions and build communities for the purpose of making money. And we were kind of in that trajectory when, as lockdown started to happen, we just started hearing from people in our community and they were just like not feeling good. Lockdown was rough. It was like people that were in their homes, maybe they were gaining weight, energy levels were low, stamina, stress was high, people weren't sleeping well and all. And Rick coincidentally was doing what the 11-day whole body, the original system, for a bunch of guys. They'd just decided they wanted to feel better, look better, and they were doing it. They were having amazing results. So we were like, well, let's try to, let's see if this is something that might be a good program to offer people as kind of a kickstart, as kind of a way to just, feel better, get a little more energy, remove some toxins, remove the sludge a little bit. And we started doing them in March, and they were a great big hit. We had people doing them. They were feeling great. They were losing pounds, gaining energy, sleeping better, feeling, just things, hair, skin, nails, just kind of, detoxifying and just feeling really good. Well, we continued to do those once a month all through last year. And around November, one of our colleagues, a guy named Brad C., he's amazing, he discovered the ER Shred through our connections through the company on Facebook with the Escobars. And, he called me up and he was super excited. And he was like, this is amazing. You just got to see what's happening. And these people are having these amazing results and just completely taking control of their lives. And I said, well, I'm very protective over my community, my family, my little world. And I was like, okay, you go first. We'll let you go first. You can try it out and then come tell us. And he did. His results were amazing. And I was also able to kind of look in and watch what was going on and do some due diligence and research about this ER Shred enhanced protocol. So Rick and I jumped in November, right before, in the beginning of November before Thanksgiving, and did our first ER Shred. We've been with the company and we've been doing 9 days, off and on for the last 8 years. So we're very familiar with the protocol and what it can do. And I have to tell you, we were blown away. We did our first shred. I lost 9 pounds. I lost 11 inches. which was awesome. That was great. But I have to tell you guys, for me, there was so much else that just completely blew my mind. Firstly, my cravings were gone. I mean, very rarely could I get through a regular 11 day without, missing a glass of wine or having a craving for something that I wanted to eat or something. And it would always kind of derail me. And all of a sudden, my cravings were just not even there. The other thing that was amazing was inflammation. It just disappeared. Uh, and also gut and bloat issues were just gone. I was sleeping better, and I was just like, wow, this is incredible. Rick lost 10 pounds, 15 inches, and needless to say, he needs to lose no more. And so we had a couple of other people doing it with us. Marcella did it with us, and you'll be hearing from her in a little bit. Our son, who's 17, and his friend, and they were doing it. They're baseball players. One of them needed to lose some weight. The other one just wanted to get swole, because that's what they want to do at this age. I hope I said it right, swole. So they did it, and we had a couple of other people do it. Everybody had incredible results. And so this is how we kind of got started. And we went from in November doing full body, the resets once a month, to 3 times a month till present. So let's go to the next one. So what can you expect? Why do it? Why are so many people, do you think? And if you guys want to comment in the chat, although I can't really see it with sharing my screen. Why are so many people struggling with weight, inflammation, gut, energy, sluggish mental and physical states? Why do you think? You can put it up. Yeah. Say again.
I said I'll read the responses as I see them.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So we seem to be at the mercy of toxins all around us. We are at the mercy of the food industry and diet companies and that quick fix mentality, and not really knowing who's got our best interests at heart or who's trying to, make money. So what if you had the power, the key, the control to address these issues in your health and get the results in your well-being? So what to expect? Releasing fat, pounds, become fat adaptive. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Build lean muscle, relieving bloating, controlling cravings, boosting energy, detox, better sleep, focused mental clarity. That was huge for me. I thought I was going to have mommy brain all my life, and these guys are in their 20 now. Like, come on. There's more. Addresses chronic inflammation, awareness around culprit foods. Like, if you knew that you were going to eat something and feel a certain way, you could make that choice. Baseline to build upon, a baseline to build upon, right? Improve mood and mindset. No more carb drunk feeling, The brain back on board, that's the other, mental clarity. Addressing nutrient deficiency, autophagy, which I will also talk about in a bit. And did I mention cravings? Because, that's huge. And a huge one for us and for this whole thing, which has just been so amazing, community support. And Donna will touch on that a little later because she's pretty much the leader in that area.
So Tasha, I'll add in here that people have mentioned sugar, depression, lack of time, looking for quick meals. I assume so, you grab something that's not so good.
Yeah. Those are awesome. Please write those down so I can add them for the next time for sure. Thanks, Beth. Awesome. So let's go to the next one. Your 11-day schedule. Okay. This is the schedule for both 11-day reset protocols. Everyone will be on a shake day and a fasting cleanse day at the same time. They will just be differences of what is consumed on those days. Many talk about coming alive on day 5, but everyone's different. And you know what? That's the key here. It's allowing people to be different. It's allowing each individual to have their own miracle and let their body be that miracle for them. And I'm so happy to see Rocio Rabel on this call. So good to see you. And I'm gonna definitely call on you to chat. And it's, yeah, so instead of having that cookie cutter program, diet, product, you know, quick fix, drink a tea, take a pill, this is really about finding what is there for you. Okay. So, okay. So your choice. Now I'm going to explain. Any questions, anything to add? Any questions from anyone? Or anything to add so far?
Tasha?
Yes.
There was one, I asked about the inflammation. You said your inflammation disappeared. I was curious how you could tell. And then there was another question about acid reflux. Do you think it helps with acid reflux?
I have heard it. I don't have acid reflux, so I can't personally, but I have heard, you know, we get so much information and all, especially within the Facebook group that over these few months has grown to 20,000 people, which is amazing worldwide. But there's just a lot of people sharing information. I have heard it does help with acid reflux, and the inflammation, I have to tell you, because I did it so close to Thanksgiving, I was really able to see this firsthand, because when you do your 11-day, afterwards you know, initiate slowly and bring things in one at a time. I'm so glad Rocio is here because she can totally speak to that. But it's, you know, it was Thanksgiving, so like I didn't do that one at a time slow thing, and I just kind of wrecked up, and it was just amazing that all of a sudden, you know, that pain in my side was back that I hadn't felt in 11 days, and that you know, the kind of the gut feeling, the, you know, things like those kind of inflamed areas, those kind of things. And I know, Beth, you've had experience with inflammation, you know, just with your not needing to take pain relievers and things like that. So yeah, does that kind of answer? I'm gonna get into it more and obviously call on more people. So to explain both, ER shred, E for elimination, R for reset, and shred. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. The ER shred has the same, as we said, if you guys saw the last page with the schedules, day 1, I'm going back to that to show you. The blue ones are the shake days, shake and meal, and then the purple ones are your fasting cleanse days where you reset, right? And the difference in the two is on your shake days, you are having your meal replacement shakes, but you are having your meals, your food that day is all meats, seafood, fats, butter, salt, because it's the best source of protein. And the ER shred protocol is designed to take your body to baseline. The original one does not. It is more of a kind of not as dramatic program, but this one is about that. I'm gonna go ahead and read, kind of tell you what's here in these notes, and then as questions come along, please say so. So these, as you can see, the shake days are 7 days out of 11. So those are the days where there's no portion control, no calorie control. Eat like queens and kings, and have these incubated shakes, but no sugar, no gluten, no carbs, no vegetables, going down to baseline. Even vegetables come with, you know, it's funny, I saw something funny the other day where there was like, vegetables don't want to be eaten either because they've got these phytonutrients and these, which are amazing, but the herbicides and the pesticides, things that can inflame or agitate the body. And to take it down to baseline, that's it. So satiate the body while eliminating culprits: soy, wheat, gluten, artificial dyes, sugar, pesticides, herbicides, toxins. Bodies are under heavy load every day. So the body can recalibrate and thrive when it comes down to baseline. Okay, what some of the things that happen, regulate, hormones are regulated. There's a few different types of hormones that get addressed, and you gain control. This one's a big one, of your insulin, your blood sugar, which is the gatekeeper, right, for where your food is stored. So to have the body become fat adapted, and you heard me mention that word, that is when it's burning fat instead of sugar and carbs. It's actually burning the fat, right? The other thing the body will produce is more human growth hormone. And that's huge. That's your lean muscle growth. That's your hair, your skin, your nails. So many more benefits that come with HGH. And autophagy is a term we learned from Jesse, and it's the eating of the sludgy cells, like the old and the not doing so well cells, by the healthy cells that are being made through the benefits of the reset. Okay, so the shred of the ER shred is the convergence of elimination and reset with a high quality animal fat proteins, with the incubated, clean, micronutrient balanced, peer reviewed meal replacement shakes. Now that one, which has the carbs in it, it has the amount of sugar, the good amount, you know, the amount of sugar the body needs in it. Phytonutrients are in it. So this is the one thing when I talk to people about this and they say, oh, wait, is this a diet? Is this keto? Is this Atkins? Is this carnivore? Is it Whole30? No, it's not. The meal replacement shakes with all the carbs, the sugar, the phytonutrients, and I'll take it out of the diet category because you are having a full balance thing. And also it's an 11-day program. So the gold standard, we've got the gold standard, you guys, for shakes. Those of you who know the isogenic shakes, you know that. We haven't found anything that is as clean and non-compromised, no artificial anything, undenatured cold pressed whey from grass-fed cows in New Zealand. And what happened with this incubation method that came along with our friend of ours, Peter Greenlaw, and a Dr. Ruggiero, who was not involved with the company, but was doing a lot of cancer research and, you know, looking for a shake to have a higher protein, net protein utilization. And every shake he tested out there, I mean, the highest it got was 30%, and Isogenics was the only one where when incubated, the net protein utilization goes up to 90%. And that's just huge. That's awesome. So that's a quick kind of synopsis on that. And we'll go into it. The whole body reset, which is our original 11-day, meals are portion and calorie aware, veggies, good low carbs. Fasting days have different options for support, including various options besides the bone broth. In the ER shred, the It's just the bone broth because we're keeping the sugars and things away. The shakes can be had incubated or otherwise the option that, you can have them as a regular shake, or also we have the whole blend option as well. So people, this is where I was saying that people always ask, is this keto and all? And no, it's not, as I told you, because it's more of a lifestyle solution. It's tailored to each individual. It's not that way. So, and then people say, well, after 11 days, then what? Well, it depends on the individual's goals and needs particular, and we're there to support with options. If they have more weight loss, they may want to do a second one or a third one. We've got people who have big weight goals and have lost over the last couple of months 25, 35, 45, 55 pounds. And or if they're looking for some sort of maintenance or something to do on a regular basis, there's just options all around. It's absolutely so versatile. To reintroduce foods back in and see how you feel, that's the whole purpose of this, because you now have control. You brought your body to baseline, and you now can have the control to, be at the weight you want to be, but also just feel good and not have the inflammation or the aches and all. And there's several options to be able to do that. So which protocol would you feel better choosing? Before I do that, let me go through this. So those of you who may be more, be a vegetarian or a vegan, and you don't eat meat for either religious reasons or other reasons, the whole body reset, of course, is the one. And because the other one is meat related. But I also know many people in the recent months who have been going, trying different things out with their, vegetarian, vegan, and they have tried this and just are amazed at what it does to their body. So, we definitely just talk and coach for everybody. Does anyone have anything to add here? And Rocio, do you want to, Beth, or?
Sure, I'll just mention that I have done both. And for the most part, I don't eat meat, but I decided on this protocol because I don't eat meat by choice. It's not that I can't. So I decided to try the ER shred just to see how I felt and if I would feel different and have different results. So we finish up in 2 days and I'll let you know. But I have done both, and the only thing I'll mention is that I do agree that from a craving standpoint and a hunger standpoint, the ER shred was I did not feel hungry at all. As a matter of fact, I was struggling to finish stuff I thought that I would want to finish on my plate. And I might not look like I eat a lot, but trust me, I can eat any view under the table. So on the ER shred, I was not hungry at all.
Yeah. Rocio, do you want to share at this point a little?
Sure. I'm happy to be here, actually. Thank you for the invite. Yeah, I mean, I'm a meat eater, so the ER shred was just the right thing for me. I love the food. I love the meats, and eggs. It just seemed perfect. It has made a huge difference. And I've only done one shred. I did it at the beginning of January. So it's been over a month now, and I've managed to keep the weight off, feeling and eating healthy, introducing foods back again slowly, not feeling deprived, like I'm missing out on anything, not having the cravings. And honestly, sometimes if I do have some cravings, I go for it, but I don't have cravings like to cupcakes or ice cream, and I am an ice cream eater, right? But I haven't had any desire to even go there. I have a little yogurt here if I have a little, sweet craving. I mean, tonight we had pizza and I'm okay with that. Like it's given me the freedom to not only know what foods are making me sick, but also to feel the freedom to, okay, if I'm, I don't have time. I worked a full day and I just want to, order something with for my kids, and I'm just going to have a slice of pizza. I went for it, and hopefully tomorrow I will know if I made the right call or not, to be honest. Because I've had struggles with stomach issues and all that. So, but it's made a huge difference in my eating habits, in my just well-being altogether.
Yeah, and Rocio's being very humble because she really, it was amazing. We were, she tried the whole body reset and it didn't work for her. And I think the incubation of the shakes really helped because she was dealing with a lot of gut issues. And, Dr. Ina jumped in to help and like that. So she really battled, even when she did it, she pushed through. Where people, some people might have been like, oh my God, but she was like, there's a possibility on the other side that I won't have to live with these gut issues. Am I right, Rocio?
Absolutely.
The reason I get this right, because literally when she told me how she was feeling and at the end of her shred and how she was doing, I was in tears, guys, because this is why Rick and I do what we do. Like when we can make changes and be a part of something that's changed someone's entire life existence, like, hey, what's better than that, right? So thank you for sharing, Rocio.
Absolutely.
So wait, did I go the wrong way? Okay, I feel like I'm ahead of myself. Okay, went through this, right? Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so this is actually, we need to kind of update this slide, but it's kind of an example of what a day looks like. The meals can be evening or midday, 2 shakes a day, incubated. The bone broth on your shake day is optional. And there are a couple of other things in there. So this is kind of just a real overview. The meat, and I think we're gonna add, for our next one, we'll add more slides to give you some examples of like the fun, because like for instance, I can't sit down and eat like a whole bunch of meat at one time. So, it just wouldn't work for me. So I do a couple of snacks. So I'll have my shake in the morning and I'll have my shake at night as like my breakfast and my dessert. And then in the day, I have like, 2 snack times. And then when we have our meal together. And, it's great. You're right. I'm never hungry. It's like, you're snacking on sausages or bacon or salmon or, it's super fun. So there's that. And then the cleanse day, of course, is when you give your digestive tract a break, but you're drinking the nutritionally supported cleanses 4 times a day with your bone broth up to 3 times a day. And you have these little snack wafers that are a perfect amount of fats, protein, and carbohydrates. We call them Scooby snacks. And lots and lots of water all throughout. You are allowed coffee, and on shake days, you can put butter in it because, it's all about the meat, the fat. And I don't know if you all have had bulletproof coffee with butter. It's so yummy. Most people, I'll never go back to cream and sugar again. So
I've not gotten brave enough to try that yet, but it's on my list.
if you've got one of those little mini whiskers, the little whippers, Genevieve turned me onto one, and it just froths everything up so well. That's really awesome. It's really good.
Karen, Tasha, I also have to jump in here. For
Yes,
those
please.
of you who are terrified and think that the incubation word means you have to go out and buy something like you would hatch eggs.
Right. Oh, good point.
The incubation is simply taking your water to a certain temperature, adding your protein powder, and then letting it sit for 45 minutes. And somebody asked a question about convenience. Today, I had a day, like we're talking back to back, like I had to schedule my bathroom breaks in between Zoom calls with folks. And so I made both my shakes in the morning. I incubated them. I put them in the fridge. They were ready to go. So I did breakfast and lunch today with the shake. But that's all incubation means.
Yeah, thank you, Beth. That's it's so true. It is kind of a daunting word. And you can incubate it for the 45 minutes and then you can, reblend it, add stuff to it at that point, fruits, whatever, or you can put it in the fridge for up to 12 hours. So it's super flexible. I have actually the last couple of days been taking my shakes and making pancakes out of them, pancakes. And that's been super yummy with lots of butter because you're allowed to do that. So it just doesn't, it's so funny because I look at my plate with my pancakes and my sausage, my bacon and like a piece of steak and some eggs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on a diet. Right. This is, yeah, it's too funny. It's kind of, so.
I think what also is important to add is that the meat should be grass-fed. It should be high-quality meat to eat. That's really important too. It helps additionally to whatever the schedule is. And being on the schedule is really good too. Just not leaving it out, because especially in a cleansing day, if you leave something out, you will notice a couple hours later, and you will have a lot more struggle with it that you shouldn't have, because when you go based on a schedule, it should be just fine. You shouldn't feel too hungry.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great input. And we're not going to sugarcoat, like your first cleanse day ever is it's a little bit harder, but as it goes on, wouldn't you agree? Like the body adapts.
Totally. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And it's usually the second day where you feel a lot better. And you just know that the next day is going to be the shake day. So.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move along. So guys, these are some testimonials, and if you can see them and read them, these are just a few of, I don't know how many I have read and, been a part of, and mine is in there as well. And just, the things that we've listed is what they're experiencing. Besides the three up there, Bob he's I think in his late 50s, dropped 15 pounds and 5 inches, inflammation, better sleep, aches and pains, so forth and all. And Marcella, why don't you share your story here?
Yeah, sure. So I actually only did the ER shred. I have used a couple shakes before that, but I was never on a protocol before. Natasha and I started both in November together the first time. And it really just, as a millennial, it was really hard to know to spend that much money on something that you don't know if it's going to work. But I definitely dedicated to it. And so the first 11 days, it was new to me, the protocol. It was really helpful. The community was really the point that helped me the most, to stay together. Natasha and I checked in with each other almost daily, and just kind of get ideas what I can cook. I especially didn't really eat that much meat before, so I needed some suggestion how to make it all. And so, I stayed on it for the 11 days and lost 11 pounds. But overall, the most important part was losing some bloat. It was definitely visible, a change. You could definitely see the change on some of the pictures. And it was just after eating a lot of carbs over a period of time, I just felt like I was totally carb drunk. I was every night, I was super tired. After eating, I was even tired. So after the 11 days, it wasn't like that anymore. You could see it, you could feel it. I could sleep better. I was energetic waking up after in the morning. And just overall, I thought that the protocol was super easy to follow. It was just basically, I just printed the 2 schedules for me and I just went for it. I had all the products there. to really help me. I couldn't really do some of the things, like I didn't like the snack, for instance. So I just, like I just found it something different, or maybe I just didn't really need it. So the first time I actually didn't even take the snacks. So it's just up to you, and we are always here to, encourage too and help. There are different options as well. And then I did it a second time as well. And then that one I only lost 8 pounds. But I mean, it showed me in between I didn't gain any weight. So I put some foods in between. I had a pizza as well. Like I just ate normal in between the shreds, and I didn't gain anything. So I just felt like it was so worth it to just do another one. And it's just, after that, you just feel like even adding food into it, you eat less for sure. You eat so much more. You like even taking the shakes still throughout the days, because you're so used to it, you automatically eat less throughout the day. So it was really helpful in the second one to just kind of see how you get back into it. And yeah, so overall, I just feel like it's such a gift for all of us to like know what you can do to your body, that you have it in your hands, and that you can just change it the way you want it. And I can go tomorrow and do it again. I can go in 3 months if I wanted. And it's just, it's my choice to do it. And it's just 11 days. So the 11 days went by just really, really quick. And with the community, it was just like we're lifting each other up. And every day, the cleanse days, like we seriously just texted each other, like, it's just a couple more hours, you can do it. So yeah, it was a really good experience, and I would do it over again.
Thanks, Marcella. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
sure.
Thanks. That's a great testimonial. And we've got some more up there for people who, so now Ariel and Hella. So these were people who didn't, like, weight wasn't a big thing, especially Hella. So it's really not all about the weight loss and all. And I want you guys to know that. I know Beth can also speak to that. It's a lot about just inner health, like that visceral fat and what's happening inside, and how to just keep those toxins from creating some major issues. So I really like to accentuate that. Because people who have gone through either or both, we have all this direct access to health experts and scientists and doctors and science nerds, like Rick being one of them, like right there at your fingertips, to answer questions and get to specific goals. So, although it is a something that, of course, we deal with so much about weight loss because, that's a big issue in the country. It's really about overall health and addressing what your specific concerns are. So I think, Beth, if you could talk a little bit, I know you said earlier that you had done both. So just talk a little bit a couple of minutes on that. I know you shared a little bit.
Sure. I've done both, and this is what I'll share. I started doing this. I tried the first one because, and I'm finally going to share before and after pictures after this, but I don't need to lose weight. People that look at me with my clothes on say, she's thin or she's slim, she doesn't need to lose weight. I didn't do this protocol to lose weight. I did it because I was not feeling energized. I was popping the leaves every night for muscle soreness, even if I didn't do like a big workout. And I had a lot of belly fat, a lot of, like just around my middle. And so I decided to do it for this reason. And the inflammation reduction was really significant and has maintained. And I really also just liked the way I felt. I was sleeping better. I've maintained the weight loss, and I've incorporated lots of products now in my day-to-day. Like I have a shake every day. There are also some snacks, which are what is called nutrient dense. So I can eat this 100-calorie bag of snacks when I'm feeling, in your head when you say I'm starving and you're not, it's like here, but it's not really here. I can eat that 100-calorie snacks and I'm satisfied. And then, you know, that's at 3 o'clock and then on to dinner instead of what I used to do, which would have been coffee and a pastry or whatever, you know, whatever crap I was eating. It also helped me break what for me is a very addictive response to sugar. I like if I start eating sugar and carbs, I'm off to the races. And I think this time for me, after the ER shred, which I'm trying, I'm really going to take more advice and from you guys to reintroduce foods slowly, because there are some foods I just don't think I should eat because I really do have that penchant. And when I remind myself how good I'm feeling after the shred and can maintain that feeling by using some of the products, you know, day to day, but like everybody else has said, you know, I had a pizza the other night, big deal. But, you know, I'm not having it every night and I'm not having a whole pizza every night. So it's really been remarkable. I think the products are cost effective. I think they've really just helped me overall feel better and accomplish some health goals I didn't even know I had.
That's awesome, Beth. And yeah, and you know what, I want to, that's really interesting what you said, because like, you know, cost effective, and Marcella, you said maybe a little expensive. And, you know, it's funny because I think what happens with things like this is you're buying everything up front. You know, we go to the grocery store as we go and we pay as we go, and it just doesn't seem like a lot. But when you're buying everything up front, kind of does. But we've actually found, and this definitely goes for us and it goes for most people who are doing the protocols or even just incorporating products that work for them, that they've actually saved money. They've definitely actually saved money then. And when you break it down and you look at it, you know, like a shake is like about $3. It's less than a Starbucks coffee. So for a whole meal replacement. So that's, you know, so I encourage people to kind of look at that. And of course, you know, we've always been there to meet people where they are. I have a dear friend who really wants to do this, and she's got some financial challenges, and we'll tailor it. We'll pull things where we need to do that. So I love the way we are that way. I love this family, and I'm gonna bring that to this next slide. Because I want to talk about the most amazing. I love this picture that Marcella chose with everybody sitting around the fire, because I really am so grateful for this community and this family we've created and the people who have come together, and we're making changes in our lives and in our health together. And it's such an amazing part of this whole thing. And of course, you know, mindset is so huge with this, and community has a lot to do with your mindset. Your body can stand almost anything. It's your mind you have to convince, you know? So we are all there for one another with our reset groups, with Wealth Through Wellness community, with the ER Shred. And we have support with experts and fellow resetters. All the community and the coaching within these protocols is free. I mean, it's just within the protocols, it's free. It's like you're not paying for, you know, a program and all. You're getting your products, and all the time, whether you're on WhatsApp with us, you're in a Facebook group with us, you're one-on-one on calls with us, or you know, you need Donna, you need, you know, within the protocol, that's just part of love and the community, and I love that. So to say a little bit more about mindset and community is my most amazing Donna Brown. So Donna, will you share?
Absolutely. That was really loud. Turn off my
Great.
So I'm Donna Brown, and I am grateful to be a part of this group. I was introduced to Isogenics by Tosh 3 years ago, and I was in a health place where I really needed to find something. I was discovered almost 8 years ago that I have a gluten intolerance, and was never tested as an allergy, but I'm sure it is. And there's so many foods my body can't tolerate. And I was in need of something that I could consume where I felt full and satisfied and felt good and enjoyed it. And Isogenics filled all of those boxes. And so I have not done these protocols, but I have for the last 3 years. I have a shake every morning for breakfast. Sometimes I have a second one at dinner. I use the ionics. I use I have greens every morning. And so these products have become part of my life and my daily routine. And when I miss it for whatever reason, if I'm traveling or something, I feel it. And I can tell that my body really, really operates at its best when I have these products as part of my daily life. And so it's really allowed me to feel my best all the time. And my role in the protocols during the resets is to support you, because as Tasha said, the mindset is the most important thing. So, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so it's important to get into the mindset when you're doing these. And I know for those who are learning about this for the first time, what do you mean I can't have that? What do you mean I can't have that? It's like, it's so opposite of how we operate on a daily basis. But if you look at it from the other end, wow, look at all these amazing things that I am putting in my body. What a gift of giving myself to make myself the priority. What a blessing this is that these are available to me and I can be a part of this community that's going to help me get through it to the end and know that they're going to be there and answer questions and follow up with me and be there when I want to know if I can have this or this. I mean, it's just such an amazing place to be, and everyone in the group is there to support you. And so when you look at it and say, oh my God, I have to do this for 11 days, or you can say, oh my gosh, this is only 11 days. This is amazing. And I'm going to feel so much better at the end of it. And, our mind can get us through anything. And my role in this group is to support the participants and just to keep the thoughts in the right place and to help everyone through. So I'm honored to be a part of this group, and it really has enhanced my life to such an amazing place. And Tasha and Rick are so wonderful as the leaders of the group and leading everyone through it. So happy to answer any questions if I can for anyone.
Aw, thank you, Donna. Yeah, I know. We're the blessed ones with just this family. So thank you, Donna. It is so true. Mindset is just so huge. So I wanna just kind of open it up, and I wanna ask you guys, what you're thinking, what questions you might have, some comments. Are you living the life you want to? Are you feeling as good as you can? Or is there an area of your health or your life that you want to improve, perhaps physically, health-wise, financially, all of the above? One of the most amazing things about our community is it's one big old referral program. So as we bless others with this gift, we can get our products paid for, or we can make some extra side hustle money, or we can do what Rick and I do and just live this. This is what we do. It's so funny. Someone asked the other day, this is what you do? Aren't you just, how fun? I was like, it is. So, and did I mention there's no cost to join us? It's absolutely free to join us. You have 30 days to try these products, use them all up, finish the boxes. And if you're not super thrilled and just loving it, you get all your money back. I think less the shipping. That's it, like $10 or something. But there's just no risks. And it's such a win-win just to see what's possible, and what's possible to happen for yourself and for your health. So if you want more information, we're here. We can do a follow-up call together. We've got tailored info for each person. I think at this point it gets easier when it's each person. So, you know, guys can put your information in the chat if you want, or I'm sure most of you know how to reach me, but or us. And once you're in it, then there's a private Facebook group. We're actually creating a Well Through Wellness Resets private group as well. We're in the midst of that. And we're having these calls every 2 weeks. So the next one is March the 9th. Our next ER shred or resets is starting March the 1st. So next Monday, if anybody's super ready to just get started, there's still time, you know, probably by tomorrow to get stuff ordered and all. Otherwise, we have another one on the 15th and another one, I think the week after on the 22nd. So yeah, we're kind of averaging 3 a month now because we've got just so many people wanting to, you know, take control. But I mean, I just have to say that we're so super excited about this, and I'm gonna stop the share right now, and so we can just chat for a couple of minutes. But it's just yeah.
I did not want to do this. I'm married to someone who did not want to do this and would die that I'm even telling you right now that he's doing this shred with me. So don't tell anyone because but his results are amazing and he's feeling really good and he's doing it. And it's like, you have nothing to lose. You really don't. If you hate it, you return your products, get your money back and move on. But I'm telling you, I have tried every shake out there. I have tried so many products. And I taught fitness for 15 years as a side job. My health really matters to me. I've found what I need to find with this product line, and it just every single thing that I use from it is remarkable. And I think you'll really be pleased with the results. And just ditto what everybody said. You have a really supportive group to be on this journey with you if you want to give it a try.
I guess I have a question.
Yes, Melissa.
Okay, so Beth kind of touched on this, but for example, I live with my boyfriend, and like, do you find that it's easier to do it when you're a significant other and you are doing it at the same time, or like how do you balance that?
Yes. I mean, like on the first cleanse day, I'm not going to lie, you get kind of hungry, but it's amazing to me. But this has happened every time I've done it. On the second cleanse day, when you're supporting an intermittent fast, I felt great. I felt, and he did too. And he was like, I'm not even hungry. And let me tell you, my husband's a big guy and he has a lot of weight to lose. So that both of us with different metabolic rates, different builds, all that stuff felt exactly the same, you know, on this 4th day, like we weren't hungry and we both felt really good is amazing. And yes, it has been a lot easier to do it with him doing it with me because I'm encouraging him and he's even encouraging me. He told me when he started, I'm doing this for 4 days. He told me today, I'm doing the intermittent fast with you the next 2 days.
That's great. That's so awesome.
But I think even if you don't, if your boyfriend is not willing to do it, I found it like my whole family here, they didn't do it. And it was kind of like, I really want to do this for myself. And that comes all with the mindset again. And I even found myself saying to them, well, I don't eat tonight. I feel great, you know, or I have my steak tonight. You guys eat potatoes or pizza. And so I think it's all about the mindset, and I'm sure you can get together with Donna on that too. But I didn't find myself really wanting that food that they ate. Yeah.
I found it, especially with the ER shred, because you're eating, you know, steak and butter and eggs and they, you know, it's so yummy. So it was like not, I mean, it is always easier when someone's doing the same thing just for ease, but I think it's okay. And then speaking to the second cleanse day, day 4, yeah, the first cleanse day is obviously it's a little bit, but the second one is when your body kind of, that's part of the the switch that happens because of what's happening. I mean, there's scientific explanation for this. And of course, if my husband was on the phone, he would be explaining it to you at length. But I'm not the nerdy one, but I'll give you the quick thing. Like the first day, it's kind of going in there and getting, getting those fat stores broken down. The second day, your body and your metabolism and your human growth hormone spikes up, and it's fat burning at 80%. So the body's feeling a whole lot of energy and just a whole lot of magic. And so that's what happens there. But yeah, I would say, Melissa, you could try it, but he might see you and then jump on too. I mean, anyway.
Yeah, I can, if I may also answer a little bit of that. My husband actually several months ago did the other 11-day protocol. And that is why I wanted to, because I saw such great results in his diet or whatever, in protocol, that I was like, okay. And then it wasn't just, it wasn't just the diet. He actually lost weight and maintained the weight and felt great and everything. So I was like, okay, there's proof. And he was my guinea pig, and I got to, try it myself. And again, Tasha said that the initial one wasn't, I think there was a lot that needed to be like shredded from my body. That it was not an easy thing. So for me, it was very challenging the first few days. It wasn't just the cleanse days. Now with the shred, the cleanse days are actually manageable because of the bone broth and honestly, following the schedule was huge too, because I think we skipped steps the first time and so on and so forth. So I wasn't really ready to.
Right.
And the second time when I did the shred, I was mentally there, and I was like, I just need to give myself a chance, and I need to just get through the program and really, at the end of it, assess how good it was, or whether, it's something that I tried and I gave it a try, and, and it wasn't. And it was, like, I think on my maybe 9th or 10th day, this is really when I started feeling amazing.
So it's different for different people. Yeah, totally. And Laura and I wanted to address, I just saw what you wrote in the chat. So let me tell you, no. So this cleanse is not like any other cleanse out there. Actually, it's not a diuretic. So when we try and say it's a nutritionally supported fast, because when you say the word cleanse, people have these visions of being tied to their toilet and having, all these kind of crazy things. It is a blood cellular cleanse. So you are not going number 2, if I can be graphic. You are going number 1 quite a bit, because you're also drinking half your weight in ounces in water. But it's really designed there to nutritionally support you and break down those fat stores, make the toxins water soluble so they can pass and really allow for, the kind of weight loss that you don't get on a diet, because you're actually breaking down those fat stores and removing the toxins. Okay, so does that answer your question? Okay, great. But it's a lovely cleanse, and there's a berry flavor and there's a peach mango that's amazing. It's tasty. There's really, I have to say, there's really nothing. The Scooby snacks are probably the only thing you hear most people have like little issue with, because it's kind of a cross between a sweet tart and chalk. But that's probably the most. But otherwise, our products are amazing. They taste great. My kids eat the bars before they touch a candy bar. My son, the 17-year-old, has done the cleanses and the they don't go a day without drinking shakes and all. So the products are really yummy. And I know there's people, Genevieve can most definitely vouch for that. She's been with me on this journey as well, just about as long as Donna. And so I have not looked through. Is there any other questions, guys? Did we lose Karen? I think we lost Karen. Okay. Any other questions? Because I have to figure out how to see the question.
I
Yeah.
think they're all answered by now.
Awesome. So
I
yeah,
have a quick question, Tasha. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can we do the collagen elixir on ER Shred or no?
that's a really great question.
Yeah.
That is a really great question, because it probably, I have to see, because we're, going down to baseline. So that's an awesome question, actually. I actually had a lady who was referred to us by, Annette, and she was so excited because Annette's doing it with you, Beth. So she's on like day 9 or 10, right? And she's so excited, and she told her friend about it already, and her friend was like, oh, set me up for that. And by the way, what's the elixir thing? And I sent her the before and afters, and she was like, yeah, get me some of that too. And so that's a good point. I think I'm going to ask what it is, Genevieve, but I think at least to not do it the first 5 or 6 days would be good. And if you can wait the whole 11, then I would do that too, just to take body. If it's the first time, if it's not your first time, then it might be more easier to do. So now that I can see everybody's faces, hi Shay, hi Corliss, Tracy's there, but she's not on camera. You guys, thank you so much. If any other questions, I mean, I can sit and chat with you all night long, but I want to be respectful of you guys' time. And any questions, any comments, anything I can help with, and just if you want to put your number or email in the chat, I can get back with you with more information, or just text me if you're, got me on text, and all of y'all should. So, but thank you so much, Bia. Yes, Bia is the best. I love Bia too. Unfortunately, you can't have it during the first shred, but you can incorporate. Everything is, once you take your body to baseline, it's like this ray of sunshine and light, because you're like, okay, I've got this clean slate, and I can do what I want. And then if there's more weight to lose, like I did my first shred, and then I still have weight to lose, so I'm gonna do another one. And yeah, so very shortly, actually. So yeah.
I was going to ask Tasha.
Yeah, hi Shay.
There's a lot of feedback in it. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Great job, Tasha. Beth, and I would like to hear about how you convinced your husband, because that's my biggest holdup, really. I wanted to say yes back in November, but my husband's like, I don't know, and he has the diabetes, and he just had a heart event actually last month where he was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, and they said it's arrhythmia and his magnesium and potassium. So I know this program will work for him. It's just convincing.
Well, Shay, we need to talk offline. My husband had a heart attack, a stroke, 2 stents. He's diabetic, and he now has an implanted defibrillator.
Oh man!
So this is at 64 years old, and I finally said to him, it was really honestly a bit of manipulation, but I said, I really want you to try this to get your body to baseline, because you've been trying to diet and lose weight on a yo-yo for 6 months now since your last hospitalization. So just give this a try. And I really had to personally plead with him and just say, try it. If you hate it after 11 days, I will shut up. You'll never hear from me again about this. And lo and behold, he's finally tried it. I think everybody deserves to make their own decision about what to do. You can't force somebody to change.
Absolutely.
You can't force somebody to try something. So that's all I could say about that. Good luck.
No, I appreciate that. And Tasha, where are you sharing this? Because you're recording, and I'm like, oh my God, I just said.
Oh
my God, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm not putting it, I mean, whoever wants it. And
okay. It's not going to go public on Facebook or something.
No, it's not. No, I won't do that. No, we're talking
it's not
about
like he's on there
stuff.
anyway.
Yeah, I could even, I could just put it on our YouTube channel and make it semi-private or something. So
No,
yeah,
it's all good.
I'm
just
very,
asking.
it's really important. Community is so important. Who we are, what we, I was just thinking what you guys were just talking about. I'm glad Corliss is here because it might be a conversation for maybe Martin to get on with Nate and Scott. And yeah, and Jason actually, because Jason is in it as a diabetic, doing really well. That's Genevieve's cousin.
Yep.
So, but yeah. So I mean, everything is, checking with your medical professionals if that's the case and all that stuff. But honestly, we're getting so there's so much bombardment in the area of health, and I really, if this grows, I mean, this protocol is only 5 months old, but if it keeps going as it's going, I dare say the diet companies and the food industries and what they're saying about carbs and sugar and fat, all that stuff, and low fat and all that high, whatever. They're really going to have to come up with some solid evidence of why that's been the standard American diet, SAD, as they call it, SAD, which it is a little sad. Yeah. So, Lauren, I hope to talk to you. If you can put your number in there, or if you want me to put my cell number and you can take it, you guys save the chat if you want. But I'd love to chat with you more and just give you more information. You can text me. And I think everyone else has my number pretty much. Melissa, do you? It's in there if you want it too. So everybody else has kind of got me on speed dial.
Is it the number that you text from when someone joins C4?
This number is my cell number, and this number is also my Zoom room number. So it's the same as the number you use to get on this call. It just needs a password, which is my children's birthdays.
That's pretty cool to just disclose it all. Yeah.
I know
put
it's all
this on
that.
YouTube.
I
and your
don't use that
personal
for anything
information
else
will
but the
all be
Zoom room.
hacked. I just put my phone number up next to my name too on the screen. If anybody wants to text me or call me and ask me questions.
Yeah.
I spend time, honestly, I spend time doing these calls because the products have made a significant difference in my life. I am not doing this to earn money or to sell you crap. I tell my friends that because I really, that's not where I'm coming from with this, although it really can be an awesome income generator for you. But I'm one of these people that's in it because of the difference that the products have made in my health. And I just feel compelled to share that. So feel free to call me if you have questions or just want to talk about it more, or text me. I tell people all the time, my phone ringer's turned off when I can't answer it. So dial away.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely Marcella, Donna, if you guys want to put your numbers in there. But thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Hey, Tracy, there she is. Yay, got to see your pretty face. Awesome. Yeah. So, okay. So I will let you guys go. Thank you so much. It went a little bit over today, and hopefully we'll learn to, piece it in. But this is our, well, we had a practice run kind of, but it was our maiden voyage. So good. Lovely. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.